Hello and welcome into Sorare with Laird. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Today, giving away 47 cards. I think it was 47. One of them's not mine, but the others are mine today and will be somebody else's later today, as long as they accept the 21 or 25 cards that will come their way. Thank you to everybody for coming in on this nice giveaway day. James Stevenson had to come in and claim my first ever podium, and you do it at first place. What's up, Fraxy and Bazzer? Thank you for coming in. Congratulations on your podium finish there. Anion, what's up? Stefan, Lemon Squeezer. Whoop. So sad I didn't know about deadlines moving forward to today. The only notification I got from them changing it to today was 1 hour before the game week closed. So yeah, they moved it ahead a day to account for the Club World Cup and then made those late swaps. So I'm not sure. I have no idea. I can remember what they said when they announced it. I don't know what the reason was. Some players have triple game weeks. Feels like a bit of a mess. I don't know. Bebo, what's up? Philly Dilly, unfortunate meeting at 1 p.m. Oh, what are we doing? Hopefully catch the tail end of the show live. Bob Franklin, what's up? LFC, PS79, Dobbsy, Pico Player. What's the topic today? I don't know. We're just going to give away some stuff. Sean Kennedy, what's up? Should be a pineapple in Black's honor. Oh, maybe. Blue Tomatoes, what's up? Surface to air missile. Thank you for coming in. Good morning to you, sir. So I probably should have just done this tomorrow. Feels like a Friday thing to do, just the way that Friday shows work on this channel. But Skozer, what's up? So yeah, I was going to, when I started my Patreon, and for those of you who have become paid members of that Patreon, I greatly, greatly appreciate your support. And it's something that I did in order to, help pay some bills that I have in life. And I explained it on the show that I did, I think, when I started the Patreon. But basically, Patreon doesn't take as much money from creators as YouTube. And while I stream on YouTube, where you're probably watching, although maybe you're listening on Spotify or watching on X, which pay me nothing. Yeah, they just take a lot of money. And so it's, and Patreon allows me to do some other things that YouTube doesn't, that I think just allow me to do the type of content that I hope that you guys enjoy. So particularly for those of you who have joined on the day that it started, thank you very much. It really means a lot to me. And during that announcement, I said that when I hit 150 and then 200 or 50, 100, 150 and 200 people that subscribe to the Patreon, that I would do some giveaways. And I did two of them, fairly quickly. And then, I haven't hit 150 like concurrent subscribers. And what was unfortunate about that is that the two collections that I have left to give away were in season at the time and are no longer. But now, thanks to sealing, they've got some utility. And so I'm going to give away the Sparta Rotterdam limited collection from the 2024-25 season. I don't even know if I can still call it in season, as well as the Ghent one. One of those has 21 cards in it. The other one has 25, some usable pieces. And then good friend of the show, Hatlingen, donated a Mohamed Salah limited card from this past season to give away as well. So huge thanks to Hatlingen. If Hatlingen is listening or watching, he sent me an offer for the card so I could take it, so I could give it away. Part of me wants to not do that because of the XP loss. And as we all know how important XP is, I may just beg Hatlingen to send it to whoever actually wins it. So the rules of the giveaways are quite easy. If you are a paid member of the Patreon, you get an entry. And there are 3 levels of memberships that you can do. There's one. Oh, Hatlingen is here. Awesome. So Hatlingen, like I said, I may ask you to send the card to somebody else instead of me, just, so we don't have the XP when we don't have to. But basically there is the supporter tier, which is $5 a month, the OG tier, which is 10, and the legend tier, which is 20. And you get more entries into the wheel of names the higher you are in the the higher your tier. So Halligan says, so that's why you never accepted it was triggering OCD like crazy. It would trigger me too. And I really apologize for putting you through that, of having like an unanswered offer for so long. Cause that's not fair. Not fair to you at all. But anyway, so I was going to do, so the way that the collection, giveaways worked was, at first I had 4 of them. I had the Sparta Rotterdam and the Ghent ones that I still have. I also had a Genk and a Utrecht. And the winner of the first giveaway would got the option to choose which of the 4 they wanted. And then they were ineligible for the second drawing. But the person who won the second drawing had their choice of the 3 that were left. And so I'd like to keep that going, which means I don't know if we'll be able to actually give them away today, because if the person who wins is not here, then they can't tell us, but we can at least pick the winners. And I was going to let you guys kind of decide whether the Salah should be included in this. Part of me wanted to do or the first idea I had was do the drawing. Whoever wins that gets their choice of the collections. Do another drawing, and whoever wins that gets the last one. And then we do another one for the Salah. Now, I also removed the people who won previously from future ones in terms of just those 4 giveaways. And I don't know if I should let them also participate in the Salah one. Part of me says no. The other kind of wrinkle here is, I believe in the first 2 or 3 giveaways, the people who won didn't actually want them, which, teach their own. That's fine. And so whoever wins, I'll have to reach out and make sure that they actually want it, or else we could just run it again. So yeah. So I feel like I should run the first one now, because why not? Right? Why not? So I have a list of all the Patreon members, and what I don't necessarily have is all of their Sorare names, but I do have their Discord handles. And so what I'm going to do is just literally copy and paste them from the list that I have. And I actually just got somebody else who entered, and now I'm like, should we let them in? Should we? I feel like we should, because that just seems like the nice thing to do. So actually, let me add them to my list. I wonder if they have a Discord name set up. I don't know. But anyway, Charlie, whoever you are, thank you. So and before I go any further, there is no membership tier shaming here. I don't want anybody to be like, I can't believe they're not a member. I can't believe they only are on this, whatever. I'm very thankful for everyone in whatever level they are. So thank you very much. Anyway, let's get back. Whoa. Sorry, hold on. Let's get back to it. All right. So I just copied everybody in a specific membership tier, and then I'm going to paste however many times. So the first one is the what do we call it? Legends tier. So they get 3 entries, whereas everybody else gets either 2 or 1. So those are those guys. And then in the OG tier, again, some of these are Discord names and some of them are Sorare names. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then here we go. And I'll reach out to everybody, so don't you worry. And then everyone else gets 1. So here's the wheel of names. And I'm going to do this. I'll let it spin for another quick second just to build the anticipation here. But let's do the collections first. So whoever wins this, whoever's name ends on the wheel here, will have the option of getting either the Sparta Rotterdam collection that I put together. It's not a full collection, just to be clear. It is currently 5% for me, but I assume that after transferring, it will not be 5% for you. And I also think that you probably won't use these cards almost ever. I mean, maybe there'll be a couple. The Sparta Rotterdam one, has Nick Olai, who I saw was rumored with PSV. And as you can see, there are a couple special editions in here, and really a lot of cards you would never use. I will say Matinho is at FC Basel, or at least was, and so he was good. And then the Ghent one has also probably more people you'll never play. Although, yeah, so that's it. So those are the two options. So whoever wins this gets their choice of those, if they even want it. And we'll move on from there. So let's spin the wheel. I can't even see them. I can't really see. Lardy McGee, who I don't even know who that is. Let's see. Okay, I have their real name. I didn't want to dox everybody because I actually like when they sign up for the Patreon, they have to use like their real name or a name and an email. But Lardy McGee, I think that's a Discord name. Maybe. I think that's a Discord name. I guess I could just go to Discord and find out. Let's see. Oh, that's Machine Dean. Well, you win. So actually, let's see if I can actually get them in. You won the first raffle. So this is just for the collections. Would you like the Sparta? Sorry, I'm doing this just literally on stream. You're like watching me work, which is kind of weird. Would you like the Sparta Rotterdam or Ghent collection? All right. And so the next one, we can remove Lardy McGee. And let's make sure I remove all of them because Lardy McGee, thank you for your OG tier membership, which allows you to get 2 entries here. So this one is for whichever one Dean doesn't pick. And you can pressure Dean into doing certain things if you want one specifically and you're about to win. So let's see. Raffle 2. The old spin. And our winner is Thomas H. 8869. You know you don't have to read what you type. Yeah, I get it, Mike. Although I just read what you typed. Oh my gosh, no way. I think I just doxed. Is that Hatlingan? That would be so funny and actually somewhat appropriate, wonderfully appropriate. I think Thomas H 8869, is that like your underlying Discord name? Oh, it is your Discord name. So yeah. Halligan, do you that's crazy good karma, right? It's almost like we're just trading Salah for one of these collections. Halligan, literally when you look at your name, like that's your name or your like actual name on Discord, like when you link Discord, like that's must be what comes up. But you win, Hatlian. So depending on what Dean wants, you get the other one. You don't have to take it, but also if you want it, hey, that I don't care. That's all you, all you. So I'm gonna wait on the Salah giveaway just because like that's what you do with content. You do some stuff early and then you talk about something and then you just wait until the end. So people have to, stick around to be part of the Salah giveaway. It actually would have been funnier if Halligan won the Salah giveaway, but I guess, but whatever. It's like his Discord account name, not the display name kind of thing. Exactly that. Yep. So when you signed up for Discord like 7 years ago, you probably just put that in. But yeah, shout out to Karma, and which I love, which I absolutely love. And yeah, we'll do the sloth thing. That being said, as we're 16 minutes into the show, I got nothing to say anymore, or got nothing to, no specific topics to talk about right now. Yeah, I didn't have like, I felt like I've said everything I needed to say on the last two streams, Tuesday with the announcement of Sorare 26, and then yesterday after I've had, a day to think about it. I'm not sure anything's changed over the last 2 days, or at least, excuse me, over the last day for me. Meaning, I didn't say anything yesterday that I was like, actually, I probably think this way. Like that part hasn't changed. And I think the most exciting thing for me is seeing how many people actually threaten to leave and actually leave. Halligan, they'll look beautiful in my vault. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Dean just got back to me that they're taking Ghent. And so, Halligan, you get Sparta Rotterdam. Nick Olai heading to PSV. Where's Mike Eerdhuizen going? Utrecht. You got Matinho there. I'll send those over. So, yeah. David, did I miss anything fun yet? You missed the 2 giveaways, but don't worry, you didn't win. You mentioned yesterday that you bought or were buying some cards. Oh, yeah. So I actually, maybe after the stream yesterday, I bought another summer edition card, and I actually blamed Hatlingen for it. I think that was yesterday, that I went to go to his gallery to see the Salah card because I needed it for the thumbnail. And then while I was there, like accidentally hit the market, and I went to the auctions, and then I accidentally bought another River Plate card. And so, yeah, there was that. You mentioned yesterday that you bought or were buying some cards. Yeah. So I'll take Ren Rare. I was going back and forth on Champ Classic, like genuinely looking into acquiring Champ Classic cards to play this season. Now it's SO7 and you can do 3 lineups. And I was just like, maybe I want to play this because Champ is kind of fun. And I think I'm going to play Champ in season. I got a Jude recently, and Jude's going to miss the beginning of the season, but like it is what it is. And so, yeah, I was looking into, so when Pranksy said they were selling all of their limiteds and uniques, I went right to their gallery and I was like, they probably have some pretty good Champ rares. Did I say? Sorry, they're selling all their limiteds and rares. Is that what I said? Anyway, so, yeah, I'm still looking at it. I'm trying to think of whether I really want to get some like Champ Smashers and just play them because it's fun, or get them to play as the in-season card or the classic card for in-season. But I think Champ is where I'm going to start going finally. Goose said, what is the easiest way to get your full gallery on a Sorare list? Does anyone have a life hack? What do you mean by a Sorare list? Like a watch list? And if so, why do you... I wonder, that's a good question. Let's see if we can do that quickly. Like if there's a way to find like your cards. I doubt it, but maybe. Leagues and competitions, playing status, name. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think so. Do you make your thumbnails yourself? If so, with what? Canva, Photoshop? So I use ChatGPT for a ton of things. And then I use a site called Figma, which is what we used, what our designers mostly used at Sorare Data. And I just have become kind of comfortable with that. So, but I do sporadically use Canva, but Figma is really what I use. Eagle Player said, I still don't want to do any plans until we see a full picture when Sorare is going with prize pools and comps. I think that's reasonable. I want to see the value of my cards somewhere. That's why RIP Sobase. Yeah, I don't know. And frankly, I'm not sure what the value of doing that is. Somebody was looking for my Club World Cup lineups. There you go. What does your Club World Cup lineup look like? So I have two of them, but they look very similar. And well, at least for now, I guess I could change them. Thank God they moved the deadline. So I bought an Armani Franco, like I obviously went River Plate. I went Franco Armani Summer Edition recently, and then I have Montiel, Mastantuono, Calidio, and Driussi as one lineup in the Coliseum. And then yesterday I bought a Montiel Summer Edition so I could play Armani, Montiel, if you think that looks familiar, and Calidio. And I have Maxi Meza here, who's not like 100% to start, which is kind of a bummer. And then I captained Jude, because why wouldn't I have bought a Jude classic rare to play in the limited Coliseum during the Club World Cup? But there is a theme here if you look at Franco Armani for my lineups for the week. So I also have the Club Global Cup competition here, where I have Armani, Diaz, Acuna, Calidio, and Emi Martinez, who played for Midtjylland and now plays for Palmeiras. And then, oh, look at that. We have another Franco Armani here. Armani, Paulo Diaz, Tchouaméni, Messi, and Montiel again. And then I have some Global Club limited lineups as well. Armani, Diaz, Enzo Perez, Messi, and Acuna. And then, here I have another one with Armani, Diaz, Enzo Perez, Acuna, and Doku, who might not start. And then here I have Armani, Diaz, Rusnak, Meza, and Martinez Cuarta. And then I ran out of Armani's, but I did not run out of Montiel's or Acuna's. And so I had to play Nishikawa, who actually plays against River Plate. And then I have two River Plate cards of guys who do not play for River Plate. Augustin Palavecino, who's at, Pachuca now, and Julian Alvarez, who's against PSG. But then I have Acuna and Montiel there as well. So this one kind of needs a 0-0. I think that's everything for the Global Club. And then I have some MLS garbage. Not that MLS is garbage, that like my lineups are garbage. And then I have this U23 with everybody with 17 games during the game week, because why wouldn't we have a deadline that includes 3 games in 1 week? Take off the mask, Nepenthes. It is his idea. So when River concede in the 6th minute, you can stop worrying about lineups. Not a bad strategy. Exactly. And the good thing is, I don't even know when the game was. I was going to make a joke and the good thing is that when they do concede, I can close Sorare and not think about it for 3 weeks, which is when the design ends. But so yeah. Isn't Figma more for UI UX design instead of thumbnails? It is, but also like you can do thumbnails on them. It's like using what's a great example here? Like a butcher's knife to cut a piece of butter, slice of butter, pat of butter. Like you don't need it. It's way more than you need. But if it works, it works. I want to sell my useless cards like Peter Sucic when they go up in price. I still don't know why you need like a full gallery valuation for that. But anyway, those classic pools are going to be deep, aren't they? Cards, Essence, Market Credits, and XP. Who knows? Don Q said, thinking about getting into classics myself if the arenas are reasonable reward and entry wise. Yeah, I think the Trip and B, what's up? I think the arena entry diversity is what will almost be the most important thing for what your plans will be. Was Armani your first purchase on FDF? If not, shame on you. Mike, shame on me. He was not. I got Messi very quickly because I was like, oh, he's going to go up in value, which he has. And then I've currently gone heavy on Mastantuono, to be honest. I think he's basically one of those like overlooked ones. And then hopefully when he does something good, people will be like, oh, I should get him. And then I'll be rolling in it. Goose said, do we have any idea if Sorare allows you to have multiple lineups in the same 10-person arena? So Goose, the answer is yes, you are allowed. I don't think they do it for the ones that end at the deadline, but they definitely do it for the ones that are like done during the game week. And I think they just do that because they need to fill them. So yeah, sledgehammer to crack a nut is the usual analogy. That's fair. That's like Sorare data and Sorare. You can use Sorare, but Sorare data was much more user friendly. I'm heavy on Elise, Vinny, and Arda Guler. Oh, I was going to get Arda Guler. Yeah. Aaron, there we go. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's Aaron Dean, not Dean. Just hopped in. Yeah, Big Gen fan. Way to be. So the what is Arda Guler? Actually, I guess we could just look at it ourselves. For those of you who are unfamiliar, I did a stream like 2 hours ago, 1 hour, sometime recently, with Adam from football.fun, which is another game that I've been playing. And oh man, I fell to sixth, where you can buy shares of players. Like Messi was like 1.7 when I got him, but they're Mass Antoine. This is my entire, I opened 3 packs, basically sold everyone, and this is what I have left. Pico Player says, how's your battery? I was able to charge it back. I'm at 81% right now. I don't need full gallery valuation. I need individual player valuation. There's no place for that anymore. I mean, you could just look on Sorare. What happens if there's only like 3 people in an arena because they were the last to enter? I don't know. Not a clue. Paulo Diaz is going to carry you and me, Dobbsy. Oh, Mike, that's so funny you say that. So literally when I was talking to Adam at one point, like he turned in a certain direction. I forget what it was. And I was like, oh my God, that's Sam Tai. I'm so glad you saw that too. Because yeah, Arda becomes a starter next season or we riot. I mean, Arda on Sorare is priced like he's going to start next season. That was one of the cards I considered buying from Pranksy. And then I was like, wait, that's how expensive he is? But literally, like his rare, even his classics, like $120. And I want this version because I have Rodrigo, Bellingham, and Modric from this collection. And I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $120 on this. What's the floor right now? Yeah, 120. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But he's one of the ones. Is there any alternative to Sorare for scouting players? Yeah, it's Sorare. Remember, they're giving us everything that we've ever dreamed of for free. Here's your scouting page. Depends how you want to scout. Surface said, with Sorare enveloping, which is a fun word to say, Sorare Data's functionality and purpose, would you work for Sorare as an official content creator if they offered? Dan would look like a genius if he hired you as his underling / replacement. I would. So I actually talked about this a little bit on a members only stream. Surface, you have access to that one if you so choose, although it's now stuck in Discord. Hey, you can watch it on YouTube, but it's only there. So I applied to be a Sorare affiliate and they accepted me. And then I was like, being a Sorare affiliate doesn't make sense for me because the content that I do isn't done to like convince people to play Sorare. I'm kind of here to like make your existing Sorare experience more enjoyable. And I think part of that includes like continuing to buy cards. And so it is kind of an interesting thing about, I don't know what an official content creator of Sorare would look like. I'll be honest, like what I'm not really interested in is like, hey, like creating like shorts and nothing against the people who do this. I mean, a lot of the affiliate people do it specifically for this reason, but it's like, hey, we're going to need you to do a 60-second video about the global club and what people have to do to buy cards and all that. And I don't know. That's not the content that I'm good at. And so I would love if Sorare was like, hey, we'd like to sponsor your channel and become an official sponsor of the channel. And what I also want to do is be able to have some autonomy on what I do. Not some, all. So basically, I would love to have a deal with Sorare, but I don't want to be in a situation where they have to tell me what I can and can't say. And so there's a little bit of a back and forth there. It's like, I think that these these streams kind of provide a service to the community, and I appreciate that those who contribute to the Patreon to allow me to continue to do this content. Otherwise, I could just go work at my local rec department or something. But actually, I don't even know if they're hiring, but I certainly would be open to having them like sponsor stuff with the understanding that A, I play other games. B, I'm going to talk about those other games on my channel, like I do with football.fun. And I play Footium and I play MFL. And, you know, I think it would benefit everybody. I'll put it that way. But I don't know if Dan would look like a genius and also I don't think that they would fully hire me because I don't live in Paris or anywhere in France. Yeah, good question though. Goose said, so with the deadline arenas, they purposely don't let you compete against yourself. I don't know if it's purposeful or that's just the way it's set up. I don't know. I do know that there are people who have been in the like late deadline or late entry arenas and have faced people with like multiple entries in the same one. Mike, I was not at 100% when I started, but I don't know if I was at 80. I mean, excuse me, if I was at over 90. Yes, no Sorare Andrews today, Blue Tomatoes. Apologies for that. Andy is traveling today and wouldn't be able to do it. Mike said, wouldn't take the job as I might actually have to learn French. That's a good point. I know Trent Alexander-Arnold's Spanish is much better than my French. He clearly has been working on it, which, hey, good for him. I took Spanish growing up, so I knew a little bit. Bob TB, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Joining the fun. So yeah, we'll see. Andrew's tomorrow. I think Andy's gone for the whole week. Or like gone for the rest of the week. Like he's gone through the weekend. So I don't think there's an Andrews tomorrow. It's a good question though. Nothing to stop us from a Friday. Let me message him. He was going for like a youth football tournament. So let me see. In away just today. Someone is asking about. See, this is where I'm typing out loud. I mean, reading out loud what I'm typing. The update sent him on his way. Yeah. Duolingo retweeted him with a thanks for his 1,000-day Spanish streak. That's great. Is this tomorrow's stream today as we had a deadline today? Oh, that's a good question. I should have just done that, Mike. You're right. I should have pretended the whole time. Like, oh no, this one is always the day of the deadline at the end of the week. Man, blew it. The scouting page is more nightmare than dream. I think the scouting page has plenty that you guys need. Like, I'm not sure what you want. What do we want to scout? That we can't do on the scouting page. Tell him I've said I'll stand in. He'll be there in an instant after the Sorare After Dark comments. Oh, wait, somebody asked me about Sorare After Dark. Shoot. Was that like early? Whoever asked about Sorare. Oh, here we go. Did you find anything Jimmer and Black said about the update in... Did you find anything Jimmer and Black said about the update in Sorare After Dark? I don't remember them. They weren't really talking about Sorare. I guess they did for a little bit, but it was more of a Sorare data show. But they did, then joke about how it was a eulogy to Sorare data and then was turning into a eulogy for Sorare, which, like, there are some people very upset. Those two aren't that upset. I know Andy's not. Jimmer, I don't know. We'll know when Jimmer's upset when he starts listing all of his cards. Sporting Classic said, what, if anything, are people using instead of Sorare data now? Any winning alternatives? I think it's a down period for a lot of people anyway. So I'm not sure what were we going to be doing on Sorare data right now that we can't do on Sorare? I mean, there's a ton of things that you can do, but I'm curious what you guys specifically are missing on Sorare data that you can't do on Sorare now. And I feel like we touched on this a couple times, and it's like, oh no, you can do that. You just go here, and everyone's like, oh. And then we like complain about something that is like, wait, why don't they do this? And then Tolga comes into the live chat and he's like, oh, it's you just do it this way. And it's like, oh, okay. Like there's a lot of stuff here. I think one of the difficulties that we've had as users, and I'm speaking now to Sorare, is there is a lot of stuff that we just don't know is there. And I know that's really difficult content to do, but genuinely, like there's a lot more on Sorare now than there was, 6 months ago. And or 6 weeks ago, even. Excuse me. That's I meant weeks. And it's just that some people just don't know it's there. And I'm perfectly fine being the person to say like, oh no, it's right here. Like the one that Tolga showed us the other day, it was something like if you shift set pieces, then it's like set pieces over the past, was it L4? I don't know, something like that. I never use this. I missed the page where you could see if two players had synergy. For example, a cam and a striker. Like was that the stacks page, player page? Like nobody ever used that one. The only thing I'm missing is generally a quick comparison how the matchups are, to be honest. I'm doing it on my own now, but would be more handy to see it in the lineup builder. I think Nicholas said that they are going to add odds to the lineup builder. So that'll help us. Nicola also said that they're going to test SO7, definitely not this summer. So, I mean, there's that too. If you're a RotoWire subscriber, which I don't know how many people actually are, I happen to be. And I actually tweeted this the other day, but they have certain cheat sheets. They're usually for like DraftKings and stuff like that, or they do it for FPL. But they actually have a lot of stuff here. I don't know how much a RotoWire subscription costs right now. I would highly recommend you subscribe to my Patreon and then maybe RotoWire, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird. But anyway, what they have for MLS matches is, or for MLS for this upcoming game week, they show all the matches, they show all the predicted lineups, and they have news for each one so you can see kind of like why somebody might be questionable. And then they have an odds report, which shows the matchups of everything, win, draw, clean sheet, then kind of expected goals based on the odds and the total. So you can see that like San Jose Portland is supposed to be higher scoring. And then they have the anytime goal scoring odds, which are just from sports books. This free kick tracker I love. So you can see like which players have been taking free kicks recently, which includes corners and free kick crosses and shots. Player stats per 90 for the season. All of this is sortable and you can add different filters and stuff. And then they have some goalkeeper stats, the team stats. So this is like how many shots. So this basically says like Philadelphia has been averaging 15.76 shots per game this season. And then the conceded one is one of my favorites. So like this would basically say that the Rapids are allowing almost 12 chances to be created against them this season. So they have this for MLS, and they can do it. They have all the top 5 leagues, the top 5 Euro leagues, and I'm trying to see here what's the best way to see this. Maybe it's lineups. Maybe, yeah. So they have Premier League, Champions League, Liga 1, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, MLS, and Liga MX. And they have all these like deep stats and everything. It's pretty cool. I also used to work at RotoWire, and so yeah, there's that. So I just want to make those concept lineups that show me how much I've won if I had bought them last year when I couldn't have afforded them anyway. I mean, what's funny is that page was like not updated for like 2 years. I would look at which rewards my players won /ROI and which players in my club spiked because of transfers, but I might be the only one in the world who likes to do this. I loved looking at like which cards won what. I think this was never accurate on Sorare data though, because it didn't calculate your XP back. At least that's how I felt looking at it. Is that for the concepts? That could be it. Yeah, Ricardo, that odds report has been around for like 6 or 7 years. So between us guys, I like developed this page. Like I built this, or I didn't build it. I designed it. Like this is a very basic DraftKings or season long game cheat sheet. What is your favorite Sorare card in your gallery for the next month and why? Why would it be just the favorite for the next month? Sporting Classics, RotoWire has nothing for J League and K League, and or really any of the lower leagues. They have, yeah, yeah. It's what I said before. It's the Big Five European ones, MLS, Liga MX. Oh, they have the championship, but yeah, they have the championship stats. And like if you're a stats person, which again, I think at some point Sorare is going to have, or Sorare has this stuff, or maybe it's coming. Featured. Huh. Hold on. This navigation's different now. EPL player stats. There we go. And we'll have to go last season. And then they have like all of these stats for the Prem, like goals, assists, tackles won, dribbles, duels won, touches in the box, big chances created, all that stuff. Special code layered incoming for Roto. Yeah, we should do that. You're right. I should reach out to them about that. Jack Daniels, what's up? Thank you for coming. We'll watch tomorrow morning. Love it. David said, I realized the other day I actually really use the roster page a lot just to see who spiked in price and might be good to sell. It's funny, David. I use that all the time on the bots accounts to see their most valuable cards. Just like, oh, if maybe I want to get a card from them. Like the most useful card for whatever you are playing over the next few weeks. I think all of my River Plate cards. I hope River Plate win the Club World Cup so that I can do that. So that I can use all my cards forever. You go into Sorare's My Cards, sorted by highest price, and it's absolutely random and doesn't work. Let's see. I wonder what the highest price, because sometimes I thought they list like how you have them, like if you have cards listed. Let's see, highest price. Maybe it's what you paid. $4. Doesn't it just go off highest purchase price? I don't think so, because this was $4.17. And I shudder to think what I paid for this Dominic Fitz. Well, $34. That doesn't seem so bad. Wait, what did that say there? Oh, mint and withdraw to Ethereum. No, it's completely random. Is it completely random, or we just haven't figured out what the... Here's a fun game. What do we think the most expensive limited card I've ever bought is? It's certainly got to be an older one. And actually, this Berghaus, $28. Yeah, let me just go. Although I did get rid of all of the ones, I think, that I spent way up on. This isn't... Oh, wait, sorry. I wanted to do it by... Can we do new? Yeah. Let's see how many of my older... Like when I rebought, what did I pay for this Simsier? Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, I traded it. Oh, yeah. That was a Brendan Aronson jersey mint. Got to be some goalkeeper from 3 years ago. Oh, Messi's probably a good one. You're right. It's probably Messi. It might be this Neymar. $700 Oh my God. How happy is Clairvoyant 19 that they were not $754? Tripping it's a Rusnak jersey mint. Midran, Rusnak, and Yari jersey mints. So Messi, surely Messi was more than Neymar, right? Minimum offer 30 ETH. I was willing. I don't remember putting that in, but there we go. 1,200. Oh my God. Remember when limiteds ruined the platform and made everything go to zero? Well, they weren't zero back then. 1226. I was about to say, let's go to Sorare data to see if I'm the highest dot, but we can't do that. No, actually, let's see. I bet this graph is just going to be really broken. Classic. Oh, we can only go back a year. That's probably for the better. Glenn. Speaking of the good old days. Man. Yeah, Eek is right. What's funny is I probably thought I got like a steal. I've won a ton with that Messi, though. I can't find out what it is at this point, but who knows? Sporting Classic said, I'd love Sorare to do a deal for the championship. I was disappointed when they cut a few of a handful of teams that they had last season, like Coventry and Norwich. Is it? Yeah, Norwich, right? Not Norwich. Leaving just a gap in the market there. Yeah, adding more teams is definitely what this platform needs. Is it sad, Anion, that it only goes back 1 year? Like, I was just doing that to make myself feel better about it. And it didn't make me feel better about it. Speaking of Neymar, I put him in a lineup this game week and just realized I didn't put my limited in. And now the deadline's passed. That's a shitload of Olive Gardens for Keith. It's a good one. Yeah. So there's that. Why were we even looking at that? We were just my favorite cards maybe from the Club World Cup, Club Global Cup. Is it? I don't even know what it's called. It's a Club World Cup. Yeah, not global. Ricardo said, I bought a rare Moussa Diaby for 2,500 euros, worth about nothing now. Blue Tomatoes, Neymar does play, and then he gets hurt, and then he comes back, and then he gets COVID, and now he's back. So, respect. I bought a rare Davies for 900 pounds. So, yes, I bought a rare Davies for like 300 once and sold it for, maybe I sold it to you. Does basilbot.com go that far back? I actually almost bought Davies again, like yesterday or a couple of days ago. And I was like, maybe I should just get a Davies. That would be fun. And then I didn't. This is just recent sales. I bet this doesn't go back for all of eternity. Yeah. Depends on Neymar's sister's birthday arrangements. I think the birthday already happened. But yeah, I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'll get an Alphonso Davies because he's going to Real Madrid. And then I was like, oh, wait, he's not going to Real Madrid. I forgot about that. And it looks sick. Are you talking about basilbot.com? Because this is what I've been using recently to see like previous sales. All right. Update. Andy's gone all weekend, so he's not coming back. He's not coming back this week. If he recovers from his ACL, well, he's back. He's already played. Didn't Carnival already happen also? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yes, but I realized he went back to or he re-signed with Munich. On the reverse way, I got a Zinkernagel for £5 in and now he's near 20. Yeah, I got mine. I actually think I traded for mine. Let's see. What did I give up for this one? Mine's a forward edition. So I traded a special edition Kave Zero Zahira Slim, who I remember winning, and because he's American. I remember it popped up, and I was like, I don't know who this is, and I still don't really know who he is. And I'm fairly certain I didn't know it was like I traded it before we could open it, but then yeah, I got that that zinc. Somebody paid 44 recently. 79. It's got to be in season, surely, right? Nobody's paying $70 for a classic card. 150. I actually won a zinc in season and sold it this like recently. I guess this is technically in season for a little bit longer. Is he really that much? 45. Wait a minute. What can I sell my zinc, my classic zinc for? All but just forward. Oh, there's still 4 of them. What's the floor here? Oh, and they're in season 140. Zinc stock's going up. I should have sold my zinc. I would happily sell my classic zinc. DNP this weekend. The good news is that we submitted our lineups already. Nowadays, Davies is only live streaming his reaction to the Bayern games. Oh, that's what the ACL was for. I'm sorry. I thought that was a Neymar quip, but it was Davies. Gotcha. At least 139 I can list it for. Well, I mean, realistically, you don't need 5 in seasons anymore for streaks. I didn't know I was sitting on gold. That's what happens when you don't have the roster prices page from Sorare data. Goose had already sold my classic zinc. Was that a midfield card or a forward? Hatlingen. I'm going to do the giveaway for your Salah very soon, and I want you to decide if everyone should be included. I'm going to decide that everyone who is subscribed, whether they've won a previous giveaway or not, is going to be included. But 2, Goose City had the club roof from last season, so that's a midfield card. 2, do I continue to let people with higher tier memberships, subscriptions, whatever they call them, get more entries or not? So that's all I need you to answer, Hatling. And if you're still here, do supporter members get 1, OG members get 2, and legend members get 3? And I actually kind of want to keep Hatling in the draw. Your answer was yes, which is not an answer. It was not a yes or no question. So, or maybe was the question, should they get more? Yes, no. All right. I'm going to say yes, they get more. Because that's what you deserve when you get more. So I'll run everyone again. So let's see. Get the legends in there. 1, 2, 3. And now our OGs. 1, 2. That's it. And then our supporters. And that's everyone. Oh, everyone can enter and they don't get more. Oh, man. It's not too late. It was just extra pasting. So let me start all over and paste in our list. So there is everyone here. Again, thank you very much. Is Blythe in there, mate? Why? Yes. You are there. Right here. For fuck's sake. Anyway. This is the card. And while I pull this up, you guys can see the people who were trying to rob me of my Alexander Schultz super rare, which is basically a unique now. I was so excited when I got this card. Nicola, needed to be put the name somewhere, or is it just automatic if in the Patreon? It's just automatic. A wall of shame. So yeah, I got this card. This won't be as, it might be as painful. Let's see. So I spent $1,700 on Schultz, Erikai, Escasabar, and Evian super rares. I will say that when this deal completed, people like I got multiple messages from people that were like, wow, that's a great deal. And it turned out to be terrible. Erikai has been okay. Escasabar has his moments. Evian's been the best one here. In fact, I can't believe you can get an Evian. Well, now that Contender doesn't exist anymore, but Evian super rare is really $88. Oh, wait, I did want cards on sale. Oh, Coops has one. What's the rare go for these days? $31. No way. I have two Evian rares, but they're both this honeycomb, which is a bummer. I'm going to add, somebody just recently joined, like literally today or like during the stream. I'm going to add them because part of me thinks they like joined just to Charlie Loveday. That's a fun name. So I'm going to add Charlie Loveday to the list. I lost my screen here. Charlie Loveday. It's a great name. Can I trade you the Salah for the collection to avoid so rare police breathing down my neck? I guess that's probably the safest thing to do. And then I'll give away the Salah. Although they're going to, like, I can't send you the entire collection in one trade. So they may just be down your neck anyway. But it's amazing to me that it is the year of our Lord 2025. And it's so rare 26. And we still can only have 10 player trades at this point. Like, genuinely, it's wild to me. Goose appreciates the so rare socialism to give the poor subscribers some. Like, again, no shame in no membership shaming. I picked that up from no bet shaming when people will be like, I bet $3 to win 30. And someone's like, you bet $3? It's like, come on, man. Let's be happy for everybody. Anyway, so let's just run it. Why not? So this is to win. Oh, I didn't even actually pull that Salah card up. So this is the card. It's a beautiful card. There he is, Mohamed Salah, the 743 mint of 1,000 in season until August. In season until August 4th. I thought that was August 04. Last public sale was $30. Not bad. And it's never won a reward. Oh, but never played. So there's that. Wait, only a limited Salah? I thought it was going to be a rare. I mean, if with that kind of attitude, we could just take you off of the list. Since when can you see till when a card is in season? Like literally months. Hope he doesn't get the retirement icon soon. It's a great MFL joke. GG's, David. Dobsy said I can feel a Harry Trades win. Oh, that would be funny. Yeah. Halling in the GOAT. Let's find out who the lucky winner is. And it is Competitors 8721. Competitors SK. Let's find out who that actually is. I say who that actually is. Whoops, hold on. Sean Kennedy. That's who that is. Sean's sometimes in the chat, in the live chat, but I did not see him. Oh, hey, Sean. You win. Congratulations on your new Mohamed Salah. GG's. Sean, what is your, or Sean, if you want to message me, oh no, actually just do it here. Sean, what's your Sorare name? Yeah, big congrats. There we go. Let's go. That's a fun one. Like how Sean was, I don't know if Sean mentioned something before. My classic champ lineup next year with a huge boost. Let's go. There we go. Yeah. All right. Sean, I will have that card over to you as soon as I go through the arduous process of sending 17 cards to, or 21 cards to Hatlingen and 25 cards to, who won the first one? I already forgot. I'm going to have to go back on the, oh, it was yeah, not Dean. Aaron. Yeah, big up to Hatlingen. Love that. Yeah, that's fun. Let's go. Actually, let's put him on the spot and look at what Sean's champ stuff looks like. I would sort by roster price to see his best cards, but we can't really do that. Or let's try the highest price. See what it gives us here. That was an 85-cent Cucho I just saw. Matt O'Reilly, Romero, Garnacho, Gordon, little Enciso, Nico Williams, big up Harry trades. I think Salah will fit well in here as the total outlier card. A lot of St. Pauli here. A lot of Newcastle, yeah. I guess, yeah, Halling, if you want to send it right to Sean. I didn't see what the XP was on this card. It's probably not much, actually. It's 36. So actually, oh, you know what would be? Hold on. This is so funny because I actually used like a ton of my XP yesterday. And now apparently I have 0. I have 1,255 XP. So I'm wondering if I can boost it and then send it. But I can only boost it once before I have to send it. I don't know. This is getting complicated. But there's really no XP boost, so it doesn't even matter. Or there's really no XP on it. So Halligan, I'll send you 10, I forget which one, 10 Sparta Rotterdam cards for the Salah. And then, yeah, we'll figure that out. I bought a new one to give away instead of using my own. What a goat. What a goat. So yeah, I'll get that sorted. Congratulations to the 3 winners. I have a feeling that Sean will get more out of that Salah than Halligan will get. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe boosting, or excuse me, maybe sealing the entire Sparta Rotterdam collection I send him will do more than whatever a Salah could do, even though he has a Salah already. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that was fun. That was fun. So yeah, for anybody who is not a member of the Patreon, this is the kind of stuff that you miss out on, says the guy who has done this literally just twice in 3 months. 3 months, April, May, almost 3 months. But yeah, if you want to get involved, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird, little as $5 a month to help support all of the content I do on the channel, which includes Sorare, obviously, MFL, or the MFL with Laird channel, which everybody should go subscribe to if you haven't and you play MFL, or even if you don't, whatever. Football.fun, Footium that I do, although I haven't done a Footium video in a while. I should probably do that since I've been making some moves. Shout out to Hoodwink, whose league I am in. I was about to say I'm in his league, but he was there first. So actually, we played each other today. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, yeah. So if you want to get involved, you want to support the content, that is the best way to do it. Join the Patreon. And did you ever do the pineapple cutting? Surely I missed it. I did not do that. Maybe I'll do that. I don't have a pineapple at home. I don't know when I'm going to the store. I'll do that. I'll get a pineapple the next time I go, and we'll do a pineapple cutting next week. Somebody hold me accountable to that. Anyway, thank you to everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. Once again, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird to support the content. Thank you to everybody who already has. And for everyone, please be sure to get outside.